Honorable Samuel Kujato Ablakwa, of course, the man who initiated the story on the sale of the SNIT Hotels. Honorable, thank you very much for your time and good morning to you.
Hi, good morning, Sana.
I hope you're doing well.
By God's grace, I hope you're fine too.
I am also well. First, there's something you said in a post where you were referring to SHRAJ. You said they have still not released a report on the Victor Kusiboatin Komna Edujemfi matter.
Yes, they haven't. It's been about 16 months now. It's been more than a year since I petitioned SHRAJ. I did petition SHRAJ on the 16th of January 2023 to look into the matters of conflict of interest, appointed as Victor Kusiboatin, and paying yourself over 2.6 million Ghana cedis in another company where you are director under a different name, Kwabena Edujemfi. Ghanaians are now conversant with the fact of the matter. He thought that nobody will discover that he has created a totally distinct personality, Kwabena Edujemfi, with a different date of birth, a different mother, a different thing, a different passport. And he thought he would get away with it. So it's been more than a year. I thought that I had done a lot of the work for SHRAJ already because I attached all relevant documents. This is not, I was just not making claims. I had obtained the different TIN numbers. I had obtained the diplomatic passport that he obtained in a different name, Kwabena Edujemfi. I obtained all the payment transactions. I obtained the different mothers' names, the forms he filled, deceiving public officers when he was obtaining his Ghana card, his driving license, passport. I attached all of that. And then remember that I also raised a right to information request with the Register of Companies and then with the GRA. They all confirmed that my documentation was authentic. And indeed, they have been outwitted. They have these two distinct personalities in their system. And that they didn't know that it is the same person. And that they were going to take steps to investigate and sanction those who have collaborated to embarrass these institutions. So all of these were attached. And to be honest with you, I am surprised about how long it has taken SHRAJ. Except that, let me add that SHRAJ, along its work, faced some hurdles where all the people I cited in that petition tried to stop SHRAJ. They raised a preliminary objection, even on the jurisdiction of SHRAJ and all of that. So the finance minister, Kwabena Edujemfi, Reverend Victor Kusiboatin, the National Cathedral, they all raised objections. However, SHRAJ ruled on that objection, and that objection was dismissed and said they were now going to delve into the substantive matter. But it's taking considerable time. I do hope that they will soon publish their report, because it is important to raise the issue of time. Because if you look at this second petition, time is of the essence. And even the SNIT statement, which doesn't help matters, which worsens matters, only helps to confirm that indeed they are almost there, about to give our hotels to the Honorable Bryan Acheampong. So time is of the essence. If this second petition that I have sent to SHRAJ goes along this line with the National Cathedral, as the National Cathedral said, where it takes us more than 15 months, then we'll be doomed. But by the time we realize, because if you read the SNIT statement carefully, they do not say that because of my petition, they will hold on. They are going to stay their hands. They only said that they are in the final stages, about to hand over everything to the Honorable Bryan Acheampong. So time is of the essence, and I hope that SHRAJ is listening to us. I hope that SHRAJ will not let Ghana down. Shraj must depart from how they delayed in this Victor Kusibwatin Kwabena Edu-Gyamfi petition. Because as for this SNIT matter, time is of the essence. And it appears that this new Director General, Kofi Osafo-Maafo, he was sent there to continue with this agenda and finalize this mission. Because if you notice, all the documents that I have put out on this SNIT hotel looting, he is at the center, chairing all the negotiation meetings, signing all the letters, you know, and facilitating this sale. Now he's the overall boss. So time is of the essence, and I hope that Shraj will depart from its conduct in the Reverend Victor Kusibwatin Kwabena Edu-Gyamfi matter. That is why I drew attention to the fact that I am not happy that for more than 15 months we still don't have a final ruling from Shraj.
If they were to delay, what do you expect Shraj to do to at least hold the hand of SNIT?
Today, as we speak, Shraj can write a letter to SNIT asking them to hold on that they are commencing investigations. Just today. And it's one of the reliefs that I'm seeking if you read my relief number 5. I said, look, time is of the essence. They have written to the minority shareholders in Ridge Royal that they have 45 days. If not, they're handing over the hotel to the Honorable Bryan Acheampong. That 45 days lapsed on the 12th of May. It has already expired. So any moment from now, Ridge Royal will be added to the others. Indeed, what has saved Ghanaians is that SNIT probably forgot, or they wanted to just go ahead arm twist, and they didn't expect the minority shareholders in Ridge Royal to mount a fight and tell them that, look, you cannot go ahead and sell Ridge Royal when you haven't called the shareholders meeting, when you haven't given us the first right, when you haven't respected the shareholders agreement. That is what has slowed down the process a bit, allowing me to now file this petition at Shraj. So time is of the essence, and I hope that Shraj will look at my relief number 5, where I'm asking that they should consider the timing. 45 days has lapsed, and SNIT is making moves very hurriedly, and so they should get all the parties to appear before Shraj. I am available. I can appear before Shraj immediately, and they should just write to all parties and ask everybody to stay, freeze, and hold on until Shraj concludes its investigation. That will help us. That will really, really help us in this matter.
Now, because the sense of urgency you're talking about, if you read the SNIT response, one, they said this is aimed at increasing profitability, increasing efficiency. This is a strategic decision. They started doing this in 2018, and they did not choose the Rock City Hotel lightly. It went through a whole process. Why are you so keen on ensuring that this process never continues? Because they seem meticulous about it.
Sana, that is how it will appear on the surface. But you see, when you have to deceive, when you have to cover up for wrongdoing, you always expose yourself. So, if you read the statement carefully, as you have rightly pointed out, they say that the procurement processes started on the 14th of November 2018. Is that not what you see?
Yes.
14th November 2018.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
What they forget is that Bryan Acheampong's Rock City, as at 14th November 2018, was not open for business. It didn't exist on the ground as a hotel functioning. Indeed, just a few minutes ago, I just put out an interview that Bryan Acheampong granted the Miami Herald in America, which was like a promotional piece, opening up the hotel to tourists across the world to come and stay in that hotel. He himself tells the Miami Herald that they opened Rock City in November 2019, not 18, 2019. So when the procurement, according to SNIT's own statement they issued yesterday on a Sunday, which tells you how hot they are, they went to work on a Sunday to issue this statement. When you read their timeline, at the time they commenced their procurement process, Rock City had not opened for business. They hadn't commenced operations. They commenced a year after, midway through the procurement. So when you read the advert that they put out, SNIT said that they want experienced hoteliers, people in the hotel and real estate business with considerable experience, who have 3 years financials, 3 years history, at least. At the time they started the procurement process, Rock City had not even opened up for business. Can you believe that? Can you believe that?
But that was for the strategic.
So look, they are exposing themselves. Now, how can Rock City,
before you continue,
in the middle of this procurement,
the fourth point they made is that the trust commenced the process with the engagement of a transaction advisor. So it was a transaction advisor they were looking for in November 2018. They started looking for the strategic partner on 3rd February 2022. That time, Rock City was open and was about close to 3 years old.
So we are talking about when they started the procurement process. This is all part of the procurement process. So when they started the procurement process, Rock City had not opened for business. That is a fact.
Yes.
It doesn't matter which aspect of the procurement process, whether transaction advisor, because it is all about this procurement for a strategic advisor claiming you want to inject capital and all of that. So that point must be emphasized. Now, point 2. The decision to bring in capital injection. SNIT is proceeding as though it had only one option. Look, if you want to bring in capital, you have so many options. They could have, for example, decided to list on the stock exchange. They could have decided to float shares for Ghanaian workers, for Ghanaian citizens. These are our hotels, so that we'll all participate and we can all share in the returns. All of these options were available. All of these options. Some of the hotels have other shareholders. You didn't even have a shareholders meeting and do even a cash call. There are so many options that are available to you. Then you also must consider the fact that some of these hotels are already so profitable. If you take Labadi Beach Hotel, only last year, Labadi Beach Hotel paid government dividends of 25 million Ghana cedis. So even that decision that you want capital to do what? Labadi Beach Hotel, which is doing so well, paying government dividends, 25 million, the year before 10 million, currently 19 million. So, I mean, you take Ridge Royal, I hold in my hands their financial performance review as at March 2024. It's a very healthy hotel, doing very well. So this business of we need capital, who took that decision? And what SNIT should be telling us, what were the considerations? And why did they choose, if you need capital injection, why did they choose only this part, that they are going to divest 60% to one person, a minister of state, a member of parliament, who did not even qualify under the constitution? SNIT didn't pay regard to the constitution of Ghana. I mean, so, look, this their statement has further muddied the waters. More harm has been done to SNIT. Look, under the 1992 constitution, If you are a member of parliament, if you are a minister of state, Article 78, Article 98 is very clear. If you want to engage in a business transaction, you want to hold an office of profit, you need permission from the speaker. Because under the constitution, it must be clear that what you are going to do will not lead to conflict of interest. Because you are a member of parliament carrying out oversight. You are a minister of state. You are taking key decisions. You are sitting in cabinet. You are privy to insider information and all of that. So the constitution took cognizance of all of these matters and said that you will need to face the committee of members holding profit, who will then have to send a report to the speaker. Speaker will also verify and carry out his own due diligence before you are granted permission. I have obtained the list of all those who have gone through this process. There are 47 ministers and MPs. The Honorable Bryan Acheampong is not part of it. So even constitutionally, if SNIT had done its due diligence, they should have known that Bryan Acheampong was not qualified to come near this transaction. He should not have gone anywhere near this transaction. Apart from the fundamental issues of conflict of interest. Look, I have always maintained, you recall, Senna, 16 years ago, when I discovered that Jake Obechebi-Lamte was about to purchase his bungalow, his official bungalow, my friend and I, Dr. Manibwama, immediately went to the High Court. We went all the way to the Supreme Court, trying to stop him. We argued that, look, it is wrong. It is unconscionable. If ministers before him were all buying their bungalows, you come into government, they give you a working post, then you fall in love with the bungalow, you say, as for you, you must annex it, you must privatize it, you won't release it for another person. If ministers were doing that, will Honorable Jacob Lamte, may he rest in peace, will he have been able to meet a bungalow to use? All the bungalows will have been privatized and sold to ministers. So, again, if you look at the Constitution is clear that when you have purchased, when government has compulsory acquired land for a particular purpose, the land was taken from the Ghana people to be used as bungalows for public officials. If you are no longer going to use it as a bungalow in the public good, in the public interest, and it's going to become a private property, the Constitution is very clear. You must revert to the owners. The original owners must be given the first right. You have to return the land to them. But that is not what happened. It was given to Jacob Lamte. Look, I have always maintained that these things must stop. Look, when you are given public office, you come and make 6 hotels. Why not work hard to add another 6? Or at least, if you are not competent and innovative enough, at least what they have put under your care, maintain it. Don't annex it. Don't seek to take it over. This is what is called state capture. This is what is called plundering, looting. And that is why this matter, we are not going to leave it. We are ready for Shraj. We'll cooperate with Shraj. The only positive thing in this statement is that SNIT has announced that they are going to fully cooperate with Shraj. That is the only part of the statement I like, and I welcome that pledge to fully cooperate.
But clearly that is not enough for you. You want SNIT to indicate that they will stop the processes until Shraj is done?
Yes, that should have been stated, because if you read the statement carefully, SNIT is saying they are at the final stages. And I know, yes, that is why I had to strike hot last Friday, because I knew from my deep throat sources that they have even drafted the letters, the handing over letters and all of that in the next few days. Actually, this week, they wanted to finalize everything.
Handing over letters.
So that is why, yes, to the Honorable Bryan Acheampong.
Concluding the sale.
Yes, concluding the sale, yes. Concluding the sale. That is why you see from the SNIT statement, they say they are the final stages. Okay. So if Shraj doesn't act this week, we may just wake up and all our hotels are gone. I mean, look, the kind of greed, Senna, the kind of greed. Can you imagine what would have happened in this country if a sitting NDC minister had the effrontery, had the courage, a minister who has not even satisfied the requirements under Article 78 and Article 98, decides that as for him, he likes the SNIT hotels. He's taking all of them. Can you imagine what will happen? Can you imagine? And look, there is a matter that I raised in the petition which SNIT doesn't even address in this statement, which relates to the valuation. Senna, if you hear some of the figures, if you see what I have seen, documents I have, are you aware that the SNIT property department was not even allowed to have its own internal valuation?
Their own property department?
Yes, the property department of SNIT. What should have happened is that the property department should have gone out there to do an evaluation before they bring in external valuers. They didn't do that. The whole valuation was cooked. Look, if you see some of the figures, particularly Elmina, how much they want to sell Elmina Beach Resort to the Honorable Bryan Acheampong for. Look, even the bare land is more expensive than what they are doing. These are giveaways. And you see, yesterday, I put out what happened when they sold 25% shares in what used to be Kumasi Catering Services, which is now the Grand Regency Hotel in Kumasi, to Honorable Bryan Acheampong. If you read the documents that I put out, Senna, you will weep for Ghana. It's as if all of this country has become subservient, afraid of the Honorable Bryan Acheampong. Read the negotiation minutes. So, the chair of the meeting, Kofi Osafumafu, who was then the Deputy Director General, told the meeting that the evaluation report has arrived. The valuers have put the figure at 8.6 million Ghana cedis. Will you believe that by the end of the negotiations, they were begging Rock City that, oh, you try, oh, you come up small for us, oh, to try. And Rock City was given the 25% shares below the valuation report. So what was the need for the valuation report? And do you know how much we paid for that valuation report? What was the essence of the valuation when you were not going to use it? In the process, we have lost more than 1 million. We lost actually 1.2 million because they allowed Bryan Acheampong to take it for a song. 7.4.
They were begging them in a hotel you said was also doing very well.
Doing very well. With a 90% occupancy. It is always full. 90% occupancy on the average. There are very few hotels that have that kind of occupancy level throughout the year. 90%. They themselves, even Rock City said that they too have done, if you read the minutes, they have also done their own research. They went there, did surprise visits and saw that the hotel is always busy. They even put their own figure at between 80 to 90%. This is Rock City, the buyer. So, very profitable venture. Doing very well. High occupancy. Then, if you read the minutes further, they said that, SNIT said that, look, you know, this valuation should have been in dollars because of how the city under Baumia's economic management, so-called solid economic management team, has become so useless a currency. According to Bloomberg, is the world's most valueless currency. So they are saying that it should be in dollars. That is best practice. That even the rate, it should be pegged to the dollar. Rock City refused. They refused. And then they also, SNIT also accepted, as if we are under some spell. As if the SNIT guys, we are under some spell. It was compulsory for them to give it to Rock City at all costs. In any case, you are doing a head hunting. This was not even competitive.